did. see you.
He did, yeah.
He was talking about, I don't know if I can help you because you're out here.
Yeah, exactly. He should have sued him like a couple weeks ago.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by music faculty member Jeremy Root.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gained proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Graduates, faculty, friends, and honored guests, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of Pratt Community College, Dr. Michael Calvert.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, that's better. That's better. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're very excited to welcome you to the Pratt Community College 2017 commencement exercises. We have a beautiful day here, isn't it? Outside, gorgeous. The arena looks fabulous. I'd really like to take a moment and thank our fine facility staff, all our student service folks who organized this great event for you, our student support group, and all of our IT staff. Would you please stand and be recognized for all you do for this event and making the campus look great, please? Where are you at? I know the grounds crew's been working desperately hard between all the rains to try and get the grass mowed, and they did a terrific job. The campus looks wonderful, so thank you for all that. Graduates, this is a very special day for you. Yes, it is. We began a tradition in 2015 here at PCC where we combined our commencement exercises with our nurses' pinning ceremony. This joint event allows us to celebrate the educational achievements of all of our students in the one setting. As some of you know, this is my favorite day of the year, and a day that many of you graduates have been working very hard towards and working with great anticipation and excitement, lots of preparation, often long hours away from home, studying, preparing for classes, and completing your coursework. Today is a time for your celebration, a time for you, a time for our graduates to take pride in your individual accomplishments. And we're going to get to that. But first, I want to take a minute and recognize some very, very important people here today that helped you get to where you are right now. Starting with this group on stage. Okay? To my far left is Trustee Dwayne Deweese. Next to him, Trustee Stan Reimer. Next to him, Trustee Darrell Shumway. Next to him, Trustee Ken Van Blaricum. Next to him, Trustee and Vice Chair Jeff Shumway. Next to him is Chair of our board, Mike Kohler. Trustee Michelle Ham was unable to join us today. Next to them is Janae Melvin and her husband Mark, our alumnus of the year, who you'll be hearing from shortly. Yay. Executive Director of the Foundation, Barry Fisher. Assistant Superintendent for USD 382 and PCC's Director of Assessment, David Schmidt. Our Director of Nursing, Kim Hansen. Directly behind me, Vice President for Student Services and Enrollment Management, Lisa Perez Miller. To my right, Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Michael Fitzpatrick. Athletic Director, Bill Wilson. And last but not least, our Vice President of Finance and Operations, Mr. Kent Adams. Without this support of this group, our Board of Trustees and College Administration, PCC would not be the leader in education in the state of Kansas that it is today. Please join me in recognizing our Board of Trustees and Administration with a round of applause, please. Many members of our college faculty and staff are also here in attendance today. It's through the dedication and service of these individuals that a high-quality education is available here at Pratt Community College. The faculty and staff have presented you, the graduates, with many challenges, certainly provided support and opportunities to learn and grow as students and as individuals. They've provided you encouragement and helped you to achieve your ultimate goals. It is due to their combined effort with the faculty and support staff here at PCC that we're here to recognize you graduates today. Would the college faculty and staff members please stand to be recognized at this time? Thank you, faculty and staff. I would like to point out and pass on some special recognition to two of our individual faculty members. Rod Stewart. Rod, are you here? Please stand. Rod is retiring this year after 18 years of teaching agricultural power here at Pratt Community College. Rod? David Kramer, also choosing to retire after this year. David has been with PCC 28 years. Thank you, David. Both Rod and David certainly made their mark here at PCC, and we thank you for all your efforts and your years of instruction and service to the college. You will truly be missed. Faculty, thank you for all you do in helping these graduates and all the students you work with prepare for the next step in life. So thank you, faculty. There are many other special guests with us here today: parents, spouses, significant others, children, other relatives, and friends of our graduates. We're certainly pleased that you joined us today in honoring these individuals. Your support of these graduates have been very important to them in reaching their goals, and you should be proud of their graduates and feel a great deal of satisfaction in the part that each of you played in towards helping them reach this accomplishment. All of us from the college, and I'm sure the graduates as well, truly appreciate your support and encouragement as the graduates reach their goals. You deserve a hand. Now I would like anyone who's graduating, anyone in the audience that has served or is currently serving in the U.S. military, or those that are in reserve or guard units, or any graduates entering the military, to please stand. Thank you for your service in the past or current, for what you do for our country. Thank you very much. This afternoon, we also recognize the 2017 Pratt Community College Outstanding Alumnus recipients. This award was established by the PCC Foundation to honor outstanding alumni who made contributions to career and community. Alumni who have completed at least 30 hours at Pratt Community College are eligible for this award, and then the criteria are based on 1, outstanding leadership and character, 2, achievement of significant career accomplishments, 3, outstanding service to their communities, and 4, support to Pratt Community College. The 2017 PCC Outstanding Alumni of the Year are Mark and Janae Stuckey Melvin, who, again, you'll hear from here in a second. Mark and Janae both graduated from PCC in 2000 in May. Mark, who is a native of Newton, graduated with an Associate of Applied Science in Automotive Technology. And while Janae, from Pratt originally, earned an Associate of Arts degree in Journalism. PCC holds a special place for Mark and Janae, as it's where they met during their freshman year. They quickly became friends after learning they had shared interest in music. They became involved in multiple student organizations while attending Pratt Community College. Mark was a member of Encore, which you'll hear from also shortly, and the Pep Band, while Janae was editor-in-chief of the Pratt Community College student newspaper. She was also a student ambassador, a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and I need to hear this story. You were Becky Beaver, the mascot? Is that right? How great is that? That's awesome. That's awesome. Janae was also named Journalist of the Year for 2-year colleges by the Kansas Collegiate Media Association for her work here at Pratt Community College. Mark knows his time in the auto shop helped shape his career path and allowed him to grow as a mechanic. Janae points to her time at PCC when she learned a lot about teamwork and leadership, as well as balancing deadlines and multiple priorities. After graduation, Mark returned to Newton to work full-time, and Janae transferred to Fort Hays State University to complete her bachelor's degree. They were engaged during her junior year and married a month after she graduated from Fort Hays State in 2002. Janae then continued graduate work at Wichita State, where she received a public relations internship as part of her program in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. After relocating from Kansas to Vegas, Mark received a job as a truck driver and part-time mechanic at the Richard Petty Driving Experience in Vegas. Janae was hired to be a director of Speedway Children's Charities just 6 months into her internship. During the 8 years they spent in Las Vegas, Mark was promoted to full-time mechanic and then Mechanical Operations Manager for the Richard Petty driving experience. Janae left the Speedway and returned to traditional public relations work in Las Vegas, working for 2 boutique firms, and also spent 2 years promoting food and beverage operation for MGM Resorts International. In 2013, the Melvins had the opportunity to move back to Kansas from Las Vegas. Mark had been promoted to the track operations manager at the Kansas Speedway. Since opening the full-time operations at the Speedway, Mark is also overseeing one of the more successful locations of the Richard Petty driving experience. He manages a staff of more than 20 employees, in addition to overseeing the travel division and company in the company. Janae is the public relations and social media manager at Ottawa University in Ottawa, Kansas, handling all the public relations, social media, and publications for Ottawa University's 6 campuses. Currently, Mark and Janae live in Kansas City, Kansas with their 2 children, Logan, who is 9 and with us somewhere today, and Kennedy, 5. Both are involved with their children's school activities and fundraisers through St. Patrick's Catholic School. Free time is spent chauffeuring the kids around in the various practices, games, and competitions. We often have said that if we could go back and relive any time in our lives, it would be the 2 years we spent at PCC, said Janae. This college has played a major role in our lives, both individually and as a couple. We are so blessed and honored to be the 2017 recipients of this award, and to be able to celebrate this accomplishment together makes it even more special. A recognition luncheon was hosted by the PCC Foundation earlier today to honor Mark and Janae for their personal and professional accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome to the podium the Pratt Community College Alumnus of the Year, Janae and Mark Melvin.
Good afternoon. Dr. Calvert, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, administration, and of course to the class of 2017. We are both honored and humbled to be standing up here today speaking to all of you. Allow us to be the first to say congratulations, graduates. If your 2 years here has been anything like ours was, there were plenty of ups and downs and highs and lows. There were experiences that you want to celebrate and a lot of things you probably wish you could forget, but yet you're still here. For some, today is just a pit stop in your educational journey. For many others, you're going to walk across the stage shortly, and then on Monday you're going to clock in for work. You're going to put your new degree to the test. For Mark and I, we navigated both of those options. I went off to Fort Hays after graduation, and he moved back home to go back to work. We really had no idea when we left PCC where we were headed, but I can promise you that we never anticipated we'd be standing right here in this gym speaking to all of you today. And I think that that's what's been so difficult for us to understand since we learned we would be giving this speech today and that we were receiving this award. We really, I shouldn't say we, I'll say me, couldn't figure out why us. Neither of us have climbed a corporate ladder. We're not CEOs in the corner office making 6-figure salaries, not that we wish we weren't. And, let's just be honest. That's what these types of recognitions are reserved for, right? Those are the people you want to hear from. The people who are curing cancer, or they're building skyscrapers, or developing new technologies. And as I was trying to figure out exactly what I was going to say, during this commencement speech, I realized that I was kind of looking at all this all wrong. In my time, I would say since PCC, probably before, something I've struggled with almost daily. To be honest, I don't feel like I've been very successful in my life. I'm nowhere near working my dream job. My path in my career has not stayed what I had set for myself when I left here. And there's a lot of times I look in the mirror and feel like I'm a failure. And I think that's because we've all conditioned ourselves to look at success in terms of your vision board, right? The ultimate goals, the ultimate dreams that we have set out for ourselves. And if we don't reach those, we're not successful. We're so focused on the things that you accomplish that make headlines that we forget about the things we accomplish every day that people don't notice. And it is in those smaller, less recognized accomplishments that success really is found. As all of you move on into the world, it's my hope for you that you take time to celebrate the little things. Because at the end of the day, those are your big accomplishments. And starting today, I want you to do something that I've struggled to do, and that's celebrate your success. Your life is just beginning, no matter what age you are. And you only have one life to live. So why be a spectator in your game? Don't just stop and smell those roses. You can look at them and marvel them, but go out and plant your own. Don't be jealous of what your neighbor has. Create your own beauty. And if the grass looks greener on the other side, then stop staring at it and start watering the grass you're standing on right now. And something that I've learned that I hope all of you will take with you: always go the extra mile. I promise you it's going to be less crowded. Chase your dreams no matter where they take you, and don't ever let fear control you. Take a risk. Take a jump. Sure, you might fail, and that's just the truth. But you're going to learn so much about yourself in that process, and you're going to discover everything that you're capable of doing. When I was searching for my graduate school internship, we figured out pretty quickly we were going to have to leave Kansas. Everyone, including my parents, sorry, Mom and Dad, they're watching on the live stream, they questioned our decision. Mark's friends told him we were making a huge mistake and that he had no business letting his wife tell him what to do. We didn't listen, and we moved almost 16 hours away from everything that we knew and everyone that we loved. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but it's the best decision that I ever made. We had to learn to rely on each other, but I also had to learn to rely on myself. If something went wrong, I couldn't call Mom and Dad. I had to learn to survive on my own. Once Mark got his CDL and went truck driving, he was gone, 28 days a month, and it was me and our cat. I learned during that time that I was capable of so much more than I ever thought, and so much more than I think anyone ever expected of me. Look, throughout your life, you're going to be told you can't do it. You're going to be told you can't afford it. You're going to be told you're not going to make it. And you know what? Don't listen to them. I've heard those things so many times that even right now in my late 30s, I still hear that from people. And well, as far as I'm concerned, why tell yourself no? If everyone else is telling you no, then why should you? Be the one who says yes. I'm not rich or famous. I'm not living that luxurious lifestyle that I had planned out for myself. But when I stopped to celebrate my successes, I realized that while it's not what I dreamed, the life that I have is everything I could have ever wanted. I have a wonderful partner in crime. I have 2 children that I adore. Logan, who's here, and he's in the back, and I'm sure if we asked him, he'd do a great dab for us or something. And I have our daughter, Kennedy, who isn't here because she has a dance competition in St. Louis tomorrow, and so Grandpa and Grandma are taking her to her dance competition, but I think she's probably going to see this later, so I love you, sweetie, and good luck. I'm living my life the way that I want to live it. I'm doing things my way. And that is what I hope for each of you. That you live life the way you want to live it. That you celebrate your small accomplishments. You say thank you, and you say I love you. Don't be afraid to leave home, but don't be afraid to come back home again. Life is best lived in those little moments, the moments that are forever burned in our brains, the ones that shape who we are when the going's good, and who really help us out when things are a little rough. At the end of the day, people are still going to tell you you can't. But you'll not only know that you can, you'll be able to show them that you did. And in a personal way, it's also my final wish for all of you that you're lucky enough to find someone to celebrate all of these little moments with, like I have been. Now, there's several faculty members here today who were here when we were in school. And I'm going to guess the majority of them never heard Mark speak in class unless he absolutely had to. He has no idea I was going to say this today. There was actually some speculation as to whether he'd even get up here today and talk. I guess there's a first time for everything.
Good afternoon, and she is correct. For me, this is an extremely different experience, and I'm sure that Mr. DeWeese down here on the end, who I had several classes with, and Daryl Lucas in the back would very much agree. If you got 5 words out of me, that was a lot. So for the past few weeks, I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to say after finding out that we had been nominated and then given this honor. A couple of weeks ago, we were at the auction, and Mr. DeWeese asked if I knew if I was going to be speaking. I said yes. He asked if I thought that was a good idea, and I told him I didn't know. We'd find out. He asked if I could read off a card. Well, I can. So here we go. While mine's not going to be nearly as polished as she does this a lot, and is very good at it, I'll give it my best here. I've done several different things since graduating from PCC 17 years ago. Went back to work to Newton for a concrete vault company. Wasn't in my field, but that's what I wanted to do at the time, so I did it. When we found out that we'd be making the move to Las Vegas, I did not have a job at the time when we moved. We literally packed everything up and we went. We were 24 years old. Janae had a job at Walmart part-time. I just figured we'd figure it out. We did. I wanted to drive a truck. I'd always wanted to drive a truck, so I decided to go back to school. Got my Class A. Started traveling, driving truck, pulling freight. I was gone weeks, sometimes months at a time. So she definitely had to, we had to learn to live together by ourselves. I finally got the opportunity, or found out about the opportunity, with the Rich Petty driving experience. And I got that opportunity to drive truck and become a mechanic. Started small, was part-time only. I decided to take the chance and go for that job. As I started moving up through the company, became lead mechanic, then mechanical operations manager, track operations manager at Las Vegas, which pulled me out of the shop, but I still got to play with race cars occasionally. And now that we're back in Kansas, I'm now the operations manager at our Kansas location. I'm now 12 years into doing what I consider my dream job. I've done a lot of exciting things during this time. I've been involved with movies, TV shows, commercials, music videos, all kinds of different things, all involving race cars, which is something I've always wanted to be involved with. And way too many other things to list here. It'd take too long. But with all the fun times came a lot of hard work. We would travel, and like I said, we'd be gone weeks at a time. Long hours in the shop prepping cars, getting cars ready, whether it was another track run or getting ready to travel. So there's a lot that gets done behind the scenes, a lot of hard work that gets done. I guess my point is don't be afraid to do something different. Don't be afraid to take the chance. And you may not start in your field, and your field may not end up being something that you exactly wanted or want to do, but be willing to take that chance and do some different things. Be willing to work the long hours, pay your dues. Know that you may not always get recognized for some of the things that you do, but take satisfaction in knowing that it's your hard work that you put into that gets those things done. Surround yourself with good people, especially the older folks that have been with the company longer, wherever you go to work. Learn from them, their little tricks. There's a lot of good things that they'll teach you that you'll never learn at anywhere. And work as hard as you can. Wherever you go from here, whether you're going right to work like I did or moving on to a 4-year school or another school to continue your degree, wherever the road takes you, I wish you the best of luck and congratulations on today. I think that's about all I had to say. So, thank you and good luck.
I know when our instructional council went through the process of determining who the alumni, since we have two, of the year would be, one of the things they took into consideration, I believe, is that we wanted somebody here who could be an inspiration for you, and I think that has proven to be the case. Both of you almost moved me to tears, so I certainly appreciate that. But Mark and Janae, on behalf of Pratt Community College and the PCC Foundation, it is my privilege to present both of you with plaques acknowledging you as the 2017 Pratt Community College Alumni of the Year. I want to congratulate you for this honor and for your outstanding success, and thank you for supporting Pratt Community College.
Thank you, Melvins, for that wonderful address and all your accomplishments. You represent Pratt Community College very, very well. Thank you very, very much. Please note in your program, we provided you a list of donors with endowed scholarships for Pratt Community College students. We call this to your attention as a way of recognizing these donors for their valuable contributions that they've made to support Pratt Community College students. And now I'd like to take a minute and introduce Dave Kip Chambers, science faculty member and member of the Pratt Higher Education Association, who will make a special presentation to the Pratt Higher Education Association Instructor of the Year. Kip?
Good afternoon, and congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2017. It's my pleasure to be here today to present PHEA, Pratt Higher Education Association's Outstanding Instructor Award. I'd like to share with you a few thoughts that were presented from Monette Depew during the nomination process about our recipient. Carol Bonham truly practices outstanding instruction. Through high expectations, solid course curriculum, and a focus on student-centered learning, Carol encourages students in her classes to be successful personally as well as academically. She holds students accountable for their work and their decisions. Having high expectations and creating rigorous curriculum are cornerstones of Carol's classrooms. And for those of you who've had Carol in class, you know that she's big on personal responsibility. And so as you guys go forward, I think you've had hopefully a good, positive experience at Pratt Community College and a lot of support from faculty and friends and your family especially. But as you go forward, look inward and take those lessons to heart about making your own path and following your goals and taking ownership of those things. Please join me in recognizing my colleague, my friend, and PHEA's outstanding instructor for this year, Mrs. Carol Bonham.
Thank you. Lost my hat.
Thank you, Carol. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Where'd we go?
Good afternoon. I'm Mike Kohler, Chair of the Board of Trustees. The Dennis Lesh Foundation Teachers Recognition Award of $1,000 is awarded annually to Pratt Community College instructor who is recognized as an excellent teacher, student advocate, and exhibits general care and concern for the student body. The award is to be used to enhance the recipient's skills and abilities. This year's recipient is David Campbell. Mr. Campbell is an electric power technology program coordinator and instructor. He has been employed at the college since August of 2009. Mr. Campbell, please come forward. The Dennis Lesh Foundation Food Service Recognition Award of $500 is awarded annually to the Pratt Community College food service employee who by his or her actions exhibits courtesy, care, and concern for students and is known for the quality of service that he or she consistently provides them. This year's recipient is Linda Bolt. Linda is unable to join us this afternoon, but we congratulate her for this honor and thank her for the outstanding service.
Today we acknowledge our graduating above and beyond scholars and the who's who among students in American universities and colleges. Would these students please stand when your name is called and remain standing until you all have been recognized. Audience, please reserve your applause until all have been recognized. The Above and Beyond Scholarship was designed to attract the best and the brightest of Kansas high school students to Pratt Community College. 2 years ago, these graduates accepted Above and Beyond Scholars. Today, they are graduating after completing the most rigorous of studies here at Pratt Community College, Iva Foster. We also want to honor our students named to the who's who among students in American universities and colleges. Students are selected to the who's who's based on citizenship, leadership, academic success, and potential for future achievement. Stephanie Beers, Dylan Eck, Iva Foster, Garrett Giesling, Nathan Howdishell, Nathan McBroom, Shiloh Murray, Megan Poole, Savannah Pryor, Cole, Delaney Skaggs, Reed Stevens, Camden Sweet, Michaela Swope, Jared Tice, Louis Verdeau, Bailey Whittington, Adam Willoughby, and Abigail Yater. Please congratulate these individuals. Thank you, Mr. Planey. I would also like to recognize the recipients of several transfer scholarships. Oh, yes, thank you. Linda Hunt Memorial Scholarship was a member of the English Department, faculty here at Pratt Community College for approximately 30 years. The Linda Hunt Memorial Scholarship recipients are Savannah Pryor, Darlene Quinones, please stand, thank you, Bailey Whittington, and Maria Kamel Razuz. Many years ago, the Novotny family established a trust fund to award a special scholarship in memory of Sarah Novotny, who was a student at Pratt Community College. The recipient of the 2017 Novotny Memorial Scholarship for the purpose of continuing their education is Addison Smith. The Laura E. Porter Educational Trust Scholarship and Achievement Award total $43,750 and are awarded to the following students: Marcel, Elijah Boyer, Gerard Carlos, Dewan Carney, Simon, yes, Parker English, Nathan Howdyshell, Daniel Johnson, Logan Mason, Turner Midroff, Justin Moore, Ryan Seidel, John Scales, Reed Stevens, Zach Stone, Jordan Stubbings, Jared Tice, Louis Verdreau, Taylor White. Each year, 2 Phi Theta Kappa All-Kansas students are appointed to the All-Kansas team. The students receiving this year's award: Erica Alexander and Megan Poole. Congratulations to all these fine academic scholars. Please help me recognizing all of these individuals with your round of applause. Now we're going to hear from Pratt Community College Encore Group as they sing "Good to Be Alive" by Andy Grammer.
Thank you, Encore, for that presentation. That was wonderful. My name is Kim Hansen. I'm the Director of Nursing, and I have the honor of announcing and recognizing the recipients of the following nursing scholarships. The first scholarship is the Boris Jovanovic Nursing Personality Scholarship. Boris was a 2009 graduate of our nursing program who was originally from Serbia and is now living in Norway. Guidelines for this scholarship are not based on GPA. Boris asks that this graduate be chosen based on funny moments we've had with this individual as a student. Someone who makes our job easier, inspires others, is successful, respectful, trustworthy, and kind. Someone who wouldn't be forgotten, and someone that you would bring home to Thanksgiving dinner. This year's recipient of the Boris Jovanovic Nursing Personality Scholarship is Bradley Klein. Bradley, thank you for standing. I don't have a kidney, but just have you stand to be recognized. The next scholarship is the Laura Betson Oding Nursing Scholarship, and this is given in memory of Laura Betson Oding. Laura completed her nursing degree at Pratt Community College in 2000. She then continued her education at Wichita State University, where she earned her BSN in 2002 and was a graduate of Fort Hays State University in the Family Nurse Practitioner Program. The majority of Laura's nursing career she spent at Via Christi caring for kidney failure and kidney transplant patients. In July 2001, Laura passed away in a tragic accident. Her friends and family established a scholarship in her honor. This scholarship is open to an ADN completion student at the Pratt campus, and the recipient is chosen by the Betson and Oding families and the ADN nursing faculty. Laura's family and friends believe that she would have wanted the scholarship to go to a student who demonstrates a love for nursing, professionalism, is kind, and has a caring demeanor. Above all, Laura would have wanted the recipient to be a hard worker and exhibit common sense. This year's recipient of the Laura Betson Oding Nursing Scholarship is Caitlin Millis. Would you please stand? Please join me in congratulating these students. As was mentioned earlier, nursing graduates will also be receiving their nursing pin when they walk across the stage. The nursing pin is worn on the nursing uniform to indicate the nurse's alma mater and educational status. Graduates of the associate's degree in nursing program receive a pin that has been designed to symbolize the unique aspects of the PCC nursing program. Please reference your program for the full description of the pin's special design, as well as the significance of the nursing pinning ceremony in the words of the Florence Nightingale Pledge. We are proud to present these graduates with this nursing pin and ask that they wear them with pride and to always remember the true foundation of nursing.
Dr. Calvert, will you please step forward? Will the candidates for the Associates of Applied Science in Nursing, Associates of Arts, Associates of Science, Associates in General Studies, Associates in Applied Science, Associates in Applied Science Technology Studies, Certificates, candidates, and high school diplomas, please stand. President Calvert, on behalf of Pratt Community College faculty and administrators, I hereby certify to you that each of these candidates presented to you this afternoon has met the requirements for the various degrees, certificates, and diplomas according to the criteria authorized by the Board of Trustees. I recommend them to you for conferring of these degrees.
By the authority vested in the office of the President by the state of Kansas, and the Board of Trustees of Pratt Community College, I enthusiastically accept these candidates and herewith confer upon them the degrees as listed in the program with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates.
So it is my pleasure to recognize Mike Kohler, our chairman of the board, who will assist Dr. Calvert in congratulating you, each of you, as you walk across the stage. And later on in the program, David Schmidt, as was introduced earlier, assistant superintendent at Pratt USD 382, will assist in providing the Pratt High School diploma recognition. So the rest of you can be seated, and the first row of PN and ADN graduates, please come forward. William Shaw, Practical Nurse Certificate, magna cum laude. Erica Smith, Practical Nurse Certificate. Faith Campbell, Practical Nurse Certificate. Nicole Swallow, Practical Nurse Certificate. Ashley Poe, Practical Nurse Certificate. Mickey Struthers, Practical Nurse Certificate. Ashley Freeman, Practical Nurse Certificate. Paige Bates, Practical Nurse Certificate. Randy White, Practical Nurse Certificate, cum laude. Caitlin Millis, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Michelle Stroll, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Catherine Baker, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Lexi Perot, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Anna Marie Ullman, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Annie Surratt, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Andrew Hill, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Abby Burdett, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Bradley Klein, Associate in Applied Science in Nursing. Jennifer Love, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Abigail Yetter, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Rathan Carter, Associate in Arts, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Catherine Gum, Associate in Science. Erica Alexander, Associate in Science, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Kayla Pitts, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Nathan Hadishel, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Kelsey Coster, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Delaney Skaggs, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Megan Mercer, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Hannah Coates, Associate in Science, cum laude. Seth Williams, Associate in Science. Chase Kruger, Associate in Science. Garrett Giesling, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Shiloh Murray, Associate in Science, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Joshua Brown, Associate in Science. Iva Foster, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Addison Smith, Associate in Science, cum laude. Savannah Pryor, Associate in Science, cum laude. Taylor White, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. John Skiles, Associate in Arts. Riley Perez, Associate in Science. Davina Flores DeLone, Associate in Science. Christine Tice, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Nicole Morgan, Associate in Science. Justin Moore, Associate in Science. Maria Ruiz, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Darlene Canonis Hogan, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Leslie Robinson, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Alexis Schamberger, Associate in Science. Megan Poole, Associate in Science, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Simon Christidis, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Taylor Hutton, Associate in Science. Isabella Bronson, Associate in Science. Lauren Voss, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Kendra Miller, Associate in Science, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Blanca Marino, Associate in Science, Kappa Beta Delta, Phi Theta Kappa. Brenna Fisher, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Kelly Emmerine, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Stephanie Fears, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Lydia Ehrman, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Jawan Carney, Associate in Science, Kappa Beta Delta, Phi Theta Kappa. Jared Tice, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Dustin Weber, Associate in Science. Lindsay Roth, Associate in Science. Blaise Albers, Associate in Science. Kamara Ali, Associate in General Studies. Bailey Fletcher, Associate in General Studies. Blaine Madsen, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Parker English, Associate in Science. Bailey Bryson, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Taylor Elliott, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Bailey Howraw, Associate in Science, Phi Theta Kappa. Molly Miller, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Emma Hall, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Louis Bordeaux, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Marcus Villarreal, Associate in Science. Jordan Stubbings, Associate in Science, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Sophia McGowan, Associate in General Studies. Ebony Garrett, Associate in General Studies. Shantae Wheeler, Associate in General Studies. Casey Rogers, Associate in General Studies. Zach Stone, Associate in General Studies. Michaela Martinez, Associate in General Studies. Carly Smith, Associate in General Studies, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Dakota Roy, Associate in General Studies. Elijah Boyer, Associate in General Studies, Phi Theta Kappa. Garrett Haltenbach, Associate in General Studies. Travis Leadham, Associate in General Studies. Andrew Palmquist, Associate in General Studies. Brandis Albright, Associate in General Studies. Michaela Boswell, Associate in General Studies. Keenan Stoltz, Associate in General Studies. Ethan Shaw, Associate in General Studies, Phi Theta Kappa. Devin Hacker, Associate in General Studies. Tiana Hughes, Associate in Science, Kappa Beta Delta. Turner Mittendorf, Associate in Science, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Corey Stewart, Associate in Science. Kelly Dotery, Associate in General Studies, Phi Theta Kappa. Christian Schuler, Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Technology. Logan Mason, Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Technology. Cole Quaney, Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Technology, cum laude. Eric Schmidt, Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Technology. Colby Hasselhorst, Associate in Applied Science, Agriculture Power Technology. Adam Willoughby, Associate in Applied Science, Agriculture Power Technology, magna cum laude. John D. Lee, Certificate, Electrical Power Lineman Technology. Crystal Adelhart, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administrative Technology, magna cum laude, Kappa Beta Delta, Phi Theta Kappa. Pamela Kuhn, Associate in Applied Science, Business Administrative Technology, magna cum laude, Kappa Beta Delta, Phi Theta Kappa. Brett White, Certificate, Electrical Power Line Technology. Christian Acosta, Associate in Applied Science, Farm and Ranch Management. Tate Gordon, Certificate, Electrical Power Line Technology, cum laude. Otto Orozco, Associate in Applied Science, Electrical Power Line Technology, magna cum laude. Jose Angel Cortez, Associate in Applied Science, Electrical Power Line Technology, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Alexander Covert, Associate in General Studies. George Fry, Associate in General Studies. Austin Alstott, Associate in General Associate in General Studies. Geraldo Coleros, Associate in General Studies. Halimi Marumi Besimwa or Marcel, Associate in General Studies. Jack McBalter, a Pratt High School diploma. Alexandra Dirks, a Pratt High School diploma. Evelyn Bates, a Pratt High School diploma. Patricia Ferguson, a Pratt High School diploma. And Giovanni Rivera, a Pratt High School diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will show your applause and congratulate the class of Pratt Community College 2017. Graduates, please rise and exit the arena. Graduates, please rise. Marshals, please come forward.
We're just eye candy.
There's lots of little microphones
I
up there,
know.
isn't there?
It's like a news conference.
Yeah.
Man, Carl, you used a lot of great things.
Well, I didn't want it out where.
Anybody fall? Well, I have to say that the handshake angle was awful.
What?
The handshake angles were awful. That's terrible.
I was leaning over.
I started moving closer, and I saw you move over the corner, so I moved over to the farther because it was like, I'm not open.
Yeah, I was leaning over that rail and I backed up. Well, there's a couple of my
It was so much.